Welcome back to Flights of Fantasy. Pamela Anderson Lee was at her best in the movie Barb Wire. Here's a look at her origins from Dark Horse Comics. If the Barb Wire movie gets your juices flowing and you want to know more about the bombastic beauty, look no further than Dark Horse Comics. Barb hit the popular scene in August '93 in her first full comic book appearance as part of Dark Horse Comics' Greatest World. She kicks off the 4-issue segment that focuses on the city of Steel Harbor, a present-day worst-case example of urban decay. Also introduced is her blind brother Charlie, the pyromaniac Ignition, and their Hammerhead Bar and Grill. In April 1994, Barb gets her own monthly comic series. Barb subsidizes the day-to-day running of the Hammerhead with the money she pulls in from bounty hunting, a job she hates but is really good at and has to do until the bar starts to turn a profit. Of course, it gets trashed regularly by various super beings, which doesn't help the tab any. She's a kind of unofficial peacemaker trying to keep Steel Harbor's gangs under control. Mace Blitzkrieg and his thugs are the worst offenders trying to expand their turf. The mysterious Death Card makes his first appearance here and proves to be a thorn in Barb's side throughout the 9-issue series. Dark Horse has thoughtfully collected 4 of the major issues in a trade paperback. The trade paperback hits the stands right before the movie hits the big screen, and there's a nice promo piece for Pamela Anderson Lee and Dark Horse Entertainment to gear you up for the movie. Smart move, folks. A turning point in both the book and the movie is where Barb declares, "I quit," to bounty hunting. The movie is faithfully adapted in 2 formats, a 4-color comic and a black and white magazine. Pamela graces the covers of both, and there's an almost life-size poster of her in the magazine as an added bonus. This is way too much of a good thing. I still wonder how she stays in place in that outfit. She's got quite a designer, whoever it is. A new, original 4-issue miniseries from the creator of Barb Wire, Chris Warner, is out now. Written and drawn by Chris and inked by Tim Bradstreet, it's also being released in conjunction with the movie, but has nothing to do with the movie. The new series takes place in equal time where the last book left off. The movie is set in its own separate world in the future. Earth 1 versus Earth 2. There is some convergence of worlds, though. Note how Barb has evolved into a Pamela Anderson clone. The Ace of Spades storyline focuses on a citywide truce that's turned Barb's Hammerhead Bar and Grill into a new hotspot. Although Barb has given up bounty hunting, things get really dicey when gang members turn up dead at the hands of a mysterious costume woman named Death Card. Mysterious because in the previous Barb Wire series, Death Card was a man. When the dust settles, all the fingers point to Barb. Barb is now faced with having to solve the mystery of Death Card, to clear her name and keep the whole city from going up in flames. Barb is not a well woman. She has a full 2x4 chip on her shoulder and is better than any man at romping and stomping. Her tagline says it all.
Don't call me babe.
And she's going to keep the peace from hell to high water. Her support team of Charlie and the Machine help keep her ahead of the bad guys. She's a great, strong female character and is motivated by more than just vengeance, which makes her somewhat three-dimensional. The artwork in all 3 series is not exciting, but not offensive either. It's okay. The best thing about the Barb Wire series, though, is the character development. Barb has become more responsible throughout. Although she has a tough exterior, she does care deeply for her friends. The Machine is a truly tragic figure, and Mace Blitzkrieg is a menacing bully. The superpowered flunkies have their quirks and provide comic relief as well. All in all, a good story will be more rewarding than flashy art any day. And the Barb Wire series are decent reads, although the basic plots are somewhat similar. The book and the movie do work well together. Maybe the success of the movie will get people out looking for the books. I certainly hope so. The comic world needs more Barb Wires.